The following material is for mature but silly audiences only. Strong language is used in this episode. Please don't listen to this if you think your parents will be mad at us for exposing you to these naughty words, or if you are Mackenzie's mother.
Baha'i. Baha'i. Hello. My name is Addison.
I'm Mackenzie, and we are your co-hosts.
Welcome to Silly Religion.
Let's get silly.
So it's been a little bit, as you could tell by the fact that we had to read our intro off our computer screens. We're definitely recording this 2 days after the episode was supposed to go out.
Sorry to Emily.
Sorry to Ashton.
Sorry to both of them, but Emily, us being like, it will be out on the second Wednesday of the month.
And then
It's
we lied.
the second Friday of the month.
Okay, to be fair, we were supposed to record on Monday.
Yes.
I lost the microphones.
Okay. We were going to record before that. And then Addison got COVID.
Oh yeah, I got COVID. I don't have COVID anymore.
She's so lame and got COVID 3 years after COVID started.
I had not had it. You cannot make fun of me. I almost died. If I hadn't gotten on Paxlovid, I would have had to go to the hospital.
I'm just saying, 3 years? That's a long time to then be like, I have COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Addison had COVID.
I had COVID.
And then we were going to film Monday.
I lost the microphones.
Addison lost the microphone.
Still can't find it.
So then we were going to film...
I crawled under my bed. My body, I have a large body. It don't fit under my bed. I had to call my best friend Stanley and say, I need you to be on the phone with me while I crawl under this bed so that if I get stuck, you can wake up, call my roommates and have one of them, come lift the bed so I can get out.
So Tuesday, we were going to film. And I was going to get a microphone. I look online at every single place possible.
Yeah.
Target, Walmart, Best Buy, anything you can think of.
I called Five Below.
And nowhere had a microphone that we could get. So we had to order them on Amazon and push back to Friday.
Yeah.
Finals are over. The university is closed. Addison leaves today. So
I literally leave tonight.
We are just killing it.
We're knocking out some episodes.
We're filming 3 episodes today. So the next 3 episodes that come out, the next 2 episodes after this one, if we're just insane, it's because we will have been talking for hours and hours on it.
I kind of want to give a hint to not what the next episode is, but the one after that, because it's going to be so serious.
Yeah. We might not even have to have the disclaimer at the beginning. We won't be able to have the disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah, because if
no swearing.
No swearing.
My mom will love that episode.
Will she?
She'll love that I don't swear in it.
Okay, so in 3 episodes, it's going to be... You won't get to hear it till the New Year's, unless you are our professor.
Yes.
But this is based on a presentation we gave, and she's writing a paper...
based on the class that we gave that presentation in.
And she was like, everybody send me what you've done, and then I'll cite your work.
And we said...
Actually, could you cite the podcast?
So we are filming it
today.
So she can use it in her paper, but she needs it before we were even planning on filming it.
Yeah. And so we're filming it. It's going to be unlisted YouTube. We're going to send it to her. She's going to cite our YouTube video.
So hopefully we will become ultra famous.
Yeah.
Because she will cite it and all these academics will be like, oh my gosh, Silly Religion, sign me up. So today's episode, we don't have anybody behind us because we're in a change of scenery.
Yeah. Do you want to know why? Because I didn't want to clean my room.
But some hints as to what, since we don't have pictures, today we are discussing the religion of Penn Badgley, of Rainn Wilson, of Podcrushed the podcast.
Yeah.
Baha'i. That's...
Bye-bye.
Earlier we said, bah-ha-ha-ha-ha.
Bah-ha-ha-ha. Okay, so if you saw the last episode, you would realize that Miss Girl exploited my biggest weakness and made me spell. And so this week, I thought that I would do something similar. So we're playing Baha'i or Pinterest.
Woo!
Woohoo! So I have gone through,
Wait,
found.
that's the Book of Baha'i, the most holy book.
Wait, it's actually called the most
Yes.
holy book? And it's like embossed in
Yeah.
there.
So
I don't like that there's no contrast.
No, but we can keep that up for decoration. Shout out to Ashton.
Shout out to Ashton.
I opened it for the first time today.
I did all of my research from the Living Religion Dictionary that I got over Thanksgiving. Okay, anyways. So I went through, I found some good quotes.
Mm-hmm.
I had ChatGPT modernize it.
Okay.
If it's from Baha'i.
Yes.
There are other quotes I got from Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them had to be modernized, some did not.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is I'm going to read it to her. She has to guess Baha'i or Pinterest. And I want to make a disclaimer. I'm taking it easy on her. Because she has two options. She has a 50-50 chance. And some of those words had 85,000 letters. And I was set up for failure.
Okay. Addison had the option to say no. You could have said, let's do something else. Instead, you just said, this is bullying. And bought sour candy.
I did.
You enabled me.
I did. I thought it would be funny.
It was.
Okay. And you can't skimp out. You have to eat like 3 or 4. Okay.
I will say I am gonna pick flavors.
Oh yeah,
just
that's
because
fine.
if I taste anything orange, I will automatically gag.
No, that's fine.
So
okay, you ready?
Yes.
Commit the valuable days of your life to making the world a better place.
Baha'i.
Correct.
Yeah. Do you have to consume some if I get it right?
No.
I had to eat some when you got your words right.
I got one word right.
Yes, and I've gotten one right.
No! I have to have one. You
Okay,
ready?
that's okay.
And it's orange.
Okay.
I'm gonna stare at you.
I don't like eye contact.
You also don't like knocking on doors.
Okay, for context, I hate knocking on doors. I can't.
For context, I don't have my phone ringer on.
I do not knock on doors. It does not matter if I have known the person for years. I will not knock on your door. I will text you and say, I'm outside, please come get me. So I walk up and I say, I have a thing with knocking on doors. I'm outside. And I waited for a while I heard Addison and possibly her roommate singing. And then she came and got me.
Were we singing? Who knows? Okay.
But yeah, I can't knock on doors. It freaks me out.
The earth is but one country, and mankind its citizens.
That's Baha'i.
I don't like this. This is too easy. Instead of being thankful for things, we should focus on being thankful in our circumstances, whatever they may be.
That feels Pinterest. Pause. I want to fix my necklace, but I don't want it to be loud.
It's Dieter F. Uchtdorf.
This is what happens when you don't just use one book for your research. I used a YouTube video of Rainn Wilson.
Wow, so educated.
I also used other sources.
A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances.
Pinterest.
Ha bitch! That's gonna be so loud when editing it. Satisfactory.
5.
Good. You're surviving.
These aren't as bad as I remember them being.
Yeah. I think we have to get the sodas.
Mm-hmm.
Or while I'm in a bigger city, I'll see if I can get like the actual warheads. Mom chats and dad chats just did limes. They had to suck on limes.
Limes are my favorite fruit.
Then we'll do lemons.
We'll
We'll do grapefruits.
Not to eat. They're just my favorite fruit.
We'll do grapefruit.
Mm-mm. But I always say, do you ever wonder what it would be like to be a lime floating in a glass of water?
I love lime water.
Your only purpose, you grow, you get cut up, put in a glass of water, and then you get tossed. That's your purpose is to float.
No, lime's other purpose is to make really good chips or really good alcoholic beverages.
I can't drink, so...
Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much.
Bye.
Helen Keller! Eat up!
I remember eating these as a kid and, like, dying.
Yeah.
Do you remember when there was, like, the debate of, like, is Helen Keller real? Or was she real?
Yeah.
There was a girl in... Am I allowed to put this back in the bag?
Yeah.
There was a girl at my dance studio, and we were talking about if Helen Keller was real. I don't want orange. And she goes, guys, did you know Rosa Parks was real? And we were like, yes.
Did you not?
And we were like, yeah. Do you know what she did? And she was like, yeah, she sat on the bus, and her favorite color was purple. And we all think that she got the favorite color part from Dance Moms wearing a purple costume. But yeah, okay.
Did you know Helen Keller flew a plane?
I did.
Like, legit, that actually happened.
The Who Was, like, books, you know?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Who Was Helen Keller book, that was one of my favorite ones. Can I have something more sour?
I don't know if we have anything more sour. We have the toxic
I'll
waste.
try toxic waste. I'm feeling brave today. I just feel like those are not, like, as sour as I remember them being.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm not being adequately punished. I would like...
I don't think the drums themselves are different flavors.
I would like a blue raspberry or a watermelon. Including a mystery flavor. Absolutely not.
I'm glad it gave you as much anxiety as it gave me.
This one I am a little nervous for. I've never had a toxic waste, but I've seen the videos of people have them. So I get scared.
I've never seen them.
Do you have a garbage can just in case? Like, where?
Over by the trash can. The island.
That was
You have a garbage can? Where is it? Over by the
I was like,
trash
that's a little,
can.
like, snotty. Like, yeah, it's over by the garbage.
No, that was... The goodness of character is a blend of integrity, honesty, kindness, gratitude, and generosity.
Baha'i.
Rhoda Weston, not Baha'i.
I'm scared for these ones. I was feeling really confident, but now that it's in my hand, do I have to chew it, or can I suck on it first?
I think you suck on it. Is it not? Is it chewy?
No, but I chew hard candy. I eat suckers. I bite them right off the stick.
Fair enough. No, suck on it. Oh gosh, are you okay? You're turning red.
Oh my god. It's worse when you chew it. There's something in the middle.
Okay, you ready? You okay?
My eyes are watering.
They are.
Oh my god. Say the next one.
Okay. During times of abundance, be generous, and in adversity, express gratitude.
Oh, hi.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Which flavor should I have?
How many are there?
There's 2 more after
Okay.
that.
It kind of hurt my tongue.
I don't like black cherry.
So when you bite into it, there is something in the middle that kind of resembles like a zot.
What's a zot?
It's like a hard candy, but when you bite it, the middle fizzes. I love them, but they're like not sour. My tongue hurts.
I'm so scared. I'm trying to get it swallowed enough to just swallow.
No, you have to bite.
Why?
Because I bit.
I hate this.
Little chomp chomp. Choo 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 swallow.
That's not how Alfred works. I'm very scared.
It'll be okay. Do we need to hold hands?
I did it. I don't like that. That was gross.
We just bonded. Does your tongue hurt? I can tell exactly where it was on my tongue.
Well, like at first it didn't do anything, so then I was like rubbing it.
Okay, next one.
Maybe we just stop.
Either way, I will take one. I'll
Okay.
take one for the team.
Okay. Don't just express friendship through words. Let your heart radiate with genuine kindness for everyone you encounter.
Pinterest.
No.
What flavor should I have? I'm not touching the lemon. Maybe a black cherry. I think this is a black cherry.
That's a wall.
No,
That's
I just
a black
had a
cherry.
watermelon. What are the ingredients? Consuming the... There's a warning about eating more than one of these.
Maybe we do Skittles again.
Yeah, it says consuming more than one within a brief time may cause irritation to the mouth. Sensitive individuals should not consume this product.
I'm sensitive.
I'll consume it at the end of the episode.
Okay.
As I do the outro, I will consume one. So we'll leave it out
Okay.
as a reminder.
Last quote. Last quote. To have real conversations with people may seem like such a simple, obvious suggestion, but it involves courage and risk.
Pinterest.
Correct. By Thomas More.
That was so Pinteresty.
It's legit a book quote that I got off of like a book website. I don't even get that one on Pinterest. I didn't even get that one on Pinterest. What do you mean I didn't get that one on Pinterest?
Well,
okay.
now that we did that,
Let's get the toxic waste out of my face because I might cry.
I'm so proud of us.
I'm not.
We did it. Deep breaths. Chicken fingers. I don't know any other things my friend uses at her ABA clinic besides chicken fingers.
There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very obvious one.
My therapist, whenever she'd be like, "Do you want to do this?" I'd be like, "No, I'm good."
Okay.
Hi.
Let's actually talk about the thing we want to talk about on the podcast because we both criticize the other podcast that doesn't. So,
But also, we can cut all that out if we need to.
I'm gonna keep it in. It's a funny podcast.
We have been going. It is already 12 o'clock.
We didn't start. Okay.
I know, it's just already 12.
Okay.
Emily said she can bring us lunch, if anything.
Oh my gosh. I love her.
I made her drive me here. I said, I want to park on Grand and walk. She goes, "Do you want me to drive you?" And I go, "I feel bad."
You can park in this parking lot.
Scary. And I go, "I feel bad." And she's like, "Do you want me to drive you?" "I feel bad." And she goes, and I said, "What
do we want for lunch?"
"I don't care. Let's do that after this episode."
Okay, maybe.
We need to record. Okay. Baha'i.
Baha'i. Baha'i.
Baha'i. That's just the like thingy at the beginning. Bah.
Baha'i.
Baha'i.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You go.
Okay, bye. So, some basic things. There are no clergy for Baha'i. I think that's kind of interesting. You are just all Baha'is. You're just there, you're practicing. Do you disagree?
No.
That just seemed very much like...
No, it's on my list for the third section.
Oh, okay. It just very much felt like you were like, she's wrong.
No. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like I should preface, all of my information is from the early 90s.
I have information from a class that I took, from a video of Rainn Wilson, and some other things. All of our sources are listed on our website.
Yeah, they are. Check us out.
Okay. So, let's go through some things from my class that I began in Iran in the 1800s.
Yes.
So, it's like relatively new.
It's like same timeline as Mormonism.
Mm-hmm. So, it came from Shiite Islam. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But...
yeah.
And there are about 5 to 7 million members worldwide.
Yes.
Which means it is one of the fastest growing religions in the world.
Yeah, I read about that and I was like, huh?
Which is interesting because nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
How fast can you be like,
I met somebody and I was talking about it with them and they thought it's from the 80s.
Well, I guess like fastest growing does not mean most popular by any means.
Yeah.
But you would still think if it was the fastest growing, people would hear about it.
Like maybe teach about it in a world religions class. The scandal!
I learned about it in a religions class. It just was not the world religions class.
Yeah. I didn't learn about it in world religions.
I didn't either. I just finished world religions.
Yeah.
So...
do better education.
Yeah. So their founder... I cannot pronounce this guy's name. Baha'u'llah.
I wrote it. Baha'u'llah.
Baha'u'llah was the founder.
Yes.
He lived in the mid-1800s and was a Persian nobleman, and his name means glory of God.
It does.
They believe that there is only one religion.
Yes, I really like this concept.
So, all religions are one religion.
Yeah.
And faith is revealed by divine teachers, which would include Abraham, Zoroaster, Moses, the Buddha, Jesus. All of those figures are gradually over time revealing more about faith, and it's all one religion.
It's based on the Theophanies of prophets.
I like that word.
Yeah.
Theophany?
Yeah. Theophanies.
Phenomena. Do. You know that?
Obviously, I know that.
So they believe in oneness.
Yes.
What is oneness? Do you know?
Oneness. Like,
Specifically for Baha'i. Baha'i.
bahaha.
I can say it. I just wanted you to feel included.
I have some really great notes on what monolatry is.
Okay, I can keep going.
Yes, keep going, please.
Their oneness is a oneness of God and religion.
Okay.
It is one thing. One God, one religion.
Okay.
And then a oneness of humanity and freedom from prejudice. They also believe in the inherent nobility of the human being, the progressive revelation of religious truth, which fits with the, like, divine teachers are coming, like, we are progressively having these things revealed to us.
Yeah, I wrote down that Baha'i equals goat because it is the newest prophetic religion.
Slay.
Yeah.
They believe in the development of spiritual qualities, the integration of worship and service, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And the fundamental equality of the sexes, which I thought was interesting.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, that's something for later because I do have...
You have quite a bit of notes, don't you?
Yeah, but look at my little highlighted section underneath it.
We'll get into it.
They believe in the harmony between religion and science, which is slay.
You're very slay.
Yes. The centrality of justice to all human endeavors.
Interesting.
The importance of education.
Slay.
The dynamics of the relationships that are to bind together individuals, communities, and institutions as humanity advances towards its collective maturity.
I like that. I like thinking that we as humanity are immature. I like that thinking.
Also,
I feel like humanity are teenagers.
Yeah, for real.
Like, culturally, as a whole.
Not even teens, tweens. Late tweens, early teens.
I think we just turned 13.
Like puberty. Puberty is hitting hard.
Oh, thinking of America as in puberty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so also refinement of one's inner character and service to humanity are inseparable facets of life. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot refine yourself without giving service to humanity.
Okay.
A twofold purpose. And when I read this, I was like, Noble Eightfold Path was the only thing in my head because I had just taken my Hinduism and Buddhism test.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's the same thing. And I was like, no, 2 and 8 are different numbers and these are different religions. They're both even, so I don't like them. I'm an odd number girly. Specifically 3.
Oh, that's okay.
But I love odd numbers.
I like odd numbers if they're not multiples of 7.
I like odd numbers and I like prime numbers. So, twofold purpose.
Yeah.
It is to attend to your own spiritual and intellectual growth. That's the first part.
Okay.
And the second part is to contribute to the transformation of society. So it kind of fits with what I just said.
Oh, boy.
But that's the twofold purpose.
I really need this third section to come up because
you know nothing else.
Sound real tasty.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it sounds good.
Yeah. So we'll get into why neither of us are converting into Baha'i.
Icky Baha'i.
But when I first learned about this, I was going to a period in my life where I was like, I don't really know what I'm vibing with religion. And I started learning about this. I was like, okay, I could genuinely be down with this.
Yeah.
And then we found out some other things and I was like,
we'll talk about it.
I don't know. There are requirements to be Baha'i.
Yeah. Let's talk about those.
And they're not scary requirements, but
you have to be at least 5'6".
Well, I'm out.
Bye-bye.
I cannot be Baha'i because I do not reach the line. Everybody looks down upon me and they're like, you short little human.
You're not equal. You can't be apart.
You are too short. I
have to send you a picture of my brother and his girlfriend.
Okay.
Because he's 6'6" and she's 4 foot something and she looks like a 12-year-old next to him. I got her in a wall of her Christmas sleigh. It's red. I'm so excited.
My mom is 5 foot and my dad is 6'2". So they have a good height difference.
I love that.
And when she goes up to hug him, it's around the waist, basically. Okay, so requirements to be Baha'i.
Yes. We should track if we could be Baha'i based on these requirements.
Okay. Well, number 1 might take us out.
You have to be straight?
No. A love for mankind.
Mankind as a whole?
It just said
I
love
could get
for
behind
mankind.
that.
There are just certain people that I don't love.
But, like, I love humanity as a whole, and I want what's best for humanity.
Okay.
Yes or no for you?
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like on a good day. Maybe
Yeah.
when I'm on my period, questionable, but...
Okay, next requirement.
Sincerity toward all.
I feel like I'm normally pretty sincere.
I try to be.
And, like, if I'm not being sincere, it's because I'm choosing to not be sincere.
And then, see, if I'm not sincere, I get feel really, really guilty about it afterwards. So I just try to avoid those. Okay. Reflecting the oneness of the world of humanity. How does that? What does that look like? I have no idea, but that was listed as a requirement.
I'm just gonna
question mark.
I'm just gonna put a box.
Do we reflect the oneness of the world of humanity?
I reflect the oneness of fat people. I had a customer today, and I was like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" And he goes, "I sell food to restaurants. That's why I'm fat, because I eat all day." And I go, "You know what? I could get behind that. You guys hiring? I have 2 degrees."
Next one. Philanthropy. I can easily do that. I'm the president of a community service sorority.
I can easily do that because I do a crap ton of the community service that doesn't count for anything, so I am joining her community service sorority.
Today, I did 37 hours of community service.
She can't be my big.
I cannot be her big because I'm going to be president.
I'm going to make her girlfriend be my big.
This one? As somebody who grew up in the evangelical environment, a little like...
Okay.
Becoming enkindled with the fire.
What does that mean?
Of the love of God.
Oh my gosh, is your soul on fire to be a Jesus girl?
When I read that, I was like,
I don't know if I can do that one.
I maybe could do it if it was not that wording, but I have some specific beef with the statement "on fire for God."
Well, and like,
what does that mean?
Does their concept of God have a name?
I don't remember. I can look. What does that feel like? Like, what?
Can I hot take? Mm-hmm. I know, hot take. Baha'i, maybe give some clearer guidelines.
Yeah, like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that feels like. So how do I know if I do not know how that is. What does it feel like to be on fire for God? I need specific directions.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing.
Okay.
Last one. Attainment to the knowledge of God and that which is conducive to human welfare.
I can do that one!
And that's it. Those are the requirements that I found to be Baha'i. To be Baha'i.
Baha'i.
Some other things I found that I think were fun.
Yeah.
They have their own calendar.
Yes.
And it is 19 months, 19 days in each month. And then there are the addition of some days, just randomly, where they see fit.
I wish we had 13 months.
Yes.
Because then they'd be 28 days each.
What would we name it?
Not my job. But I want the first day to be on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Because then every month would be 4 weeks long.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday to Monday.
Could you imagine, like,
Sunday
planning your period? That'd be so much easier.
Well, yeah, it follows the lunar cycle. Like,
would love it. So there's some essential relationships in Baha'i.
Okay.
The individual in society.
Okay.
One human family. And then the Baha'i administrative order.
I wrote a little bit about them.
Yeah, what'd you write?
Giving. Oh, Jehovah's Witness. I was like, J.W. George Whitfield.
You tried. Okay, that's like kind of the basis of what I have. Some other things, like, they have a thing with the number 9.
Yeah, they do.
So, like, the culmination of 9, there's 9 messengers that are Krishna, Jesus, Buddha, Abraham, Zoroaster, Moses, Muhammad, Bob, and Baha'u'llah.
What the fuck is Bob?
B-A-B. He is like... he is...
I always pronounce that name Bab.
Bab, Bob, I don't know what it
It's
is.
probably Bob, but
The name means gate.
for what religion?
Baha'i.
Okay, it's one of theirs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure he was like a messiah.
Oh.
In a way, was supposed to be. He was executed.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So, and then there's 9 religions.
Yeah.
That make up the one: Hinduism, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, religion of the, I don't know, Sabaeans.
I have to see it.
My thing says it's literally spelled wrong.
Sabaeans.
Religion of the Bab or Bob and Baha'i.
Okay.
Baha'i temples also have 9 entrances or sides on the bottom. All Baha'i temples.
They just get horny for the 9.
All Baha'i temples have 9 entrances or sides.
Where's the nearest Baha'i temple to
I'm not
us?
sure. They're open to all people, no matter their beliefs, and all have a version of the greatest name. They can be built in any way, like any way you want, as long as they are round, have 9 sides, and have a dome on top.
Do you want to go to Willamette, Illinois?
Where is that?
No clue. There are 5 in the United States. 1 in Willamette, which is like halfway, a third of the way from St. Louis to Chicago. There's 1 in Chicago. There's 1 in Toronto. 1 in New York, 1 in LA. That makes sense, though, that they're in those places, because this feels like a very urban...
Yeah.
Like, this religion, to me, does not feel like it would work in Bolivar.
No.
Would not work. I think it could work in Phoenix. No, there are too many Catholics.
I think it could work in Des Moines, but I don't think it would work in like suburb areas of Des Moines. My last thing that I just thought was interesting is looking through a little book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
The Kitab-i-Aqdas.
So in that, there's a section that is just like questions and answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was flipping through it, and one of the questions was like, what if you have intercourse during your year of patience? And I was like, what is the year of patience?
Yeah.
At first I was like, maybe it's like the year before marriage, like you're engaged for a year. Like,
yeah.
No. If you want to divorce, the Baha'i faith is like, okay, cool. Wait 1 year.
Fair enough, honestly.
During this year, you have to live separately. You cannot date or be involved with anybody else.
Okay.
You cannot have sex, even with this partner, because that's considered a sin during that time.
Okay.
And during this year of patience, you are supposed to ponder and consider reconciliation if possible.
Okay.
And if at the end of the year, you're still like, this cannot work, they're like, cool.
Yeah.
You're divorced now. But yeah, I was like,
honestly, I don't think that would have saved my parents' marriage. I think my parents still would have gotten divorced. Okay, my notes. I wrote these at 3 a.m. from a book from the 80s, so. U.S. Or today, U.S. is the second largest location outside of Iran. Iran is bigger into the original flavor of Baha'i, whereas the U.S. Puts more emphasis on the social and ethical parts.
that makes sense.
Beliefs. God is an unknowable essence manifesting himself in a number of ways.
Mhm.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, in a lot of these religion classes, they're like, define God, define religion. And I'm like, I have little words. I use small words. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Creation is an eternal process that is always happening.
See, these were just like very like
Progressive things?
yes, like I like these.
Yeah. Okay. So at first, before I fully understood what they're like, that they were saying all gods are the same God, I wrote down a little bit about monolatry.
Mm-hmm.
A little educational moment, because it is a semi-educational podcast. Monolatry is when you believe in one God, but you're not denying the existence of others.
Okay.
Right? So like saying, I believe in God, Jesus. That doesn't make Krishna any less of a god.
How have I completed all of my gen ed courses.
And not heard that word?
Yeah.
You'll learn it in Hebrew Bible. That's
Okay.
the only time you would have learned it. Because it's technically a subsect of monotheism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I already mentioned the goat thing. Them being the goats. Immortality is a spiritual process.
Okay.
Heaven and hell equals symbols of man's progress or lack of progress spiritually. They have they have quite a few scriptures. How much you want to bet it's 9? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10.
Get rid of one.
Kitab al-Aqwas. Oh wait, no, I think it's just 5 and I wrote what they were. Okay, Kitab al-Aqdas.
The most holy book.
The most holy book. Kitabi Ikhwan. I feel like Michael Key and his Aaron, Jake Wellen.
Ashton is gonna find this and be like, guys.
He corrected me on something I said about Hinduism in a previous episode. I showed up to class, he goes like, you were wrong. And I go, I don't care.
We were talking about, he was like, oh, could we have like a live silly religion if we couldn't come up with a religious studies club topic? And I was like, the episodes were really long and we cut them down because we talk about things. He was like, yeah, you two were getting a little off topic this last episode. And I was like, you should have seen the uncut.
Yeah. Okay. Kitabi Ikhwan, the book of certitude. Maybe that's servitude. I think it's certitude. Haftwadi. Haftwadi. The 7 valleys. Al Kalimal. Al Makunana. Hidden words. Bayan. Statement or explanation. Social teachings. They value the improvement of the conditions of life, unity of the human race. They are pacifist and discourage their members from participating in the military. And to that I said slay. Elimination of religious prejudice, which I'm all about. Love the poor and oppressed. Good. Literally bare minimum. Bare fucking minimum.
You originally, like, I know what they're trying to say by like love the poor and oppressed, but originally like, love you for that. You're poor and oppressed. I love you for that.
I love that for you.
Keep going.
Okay. Poverty and wealth eliminated. Rejects Puritanism. Agreement of science and religion. All gods are the same. Okay.
Time for a little segment. Okay. So, like I said, when I first heard about this, was like, maybe I want to be Baha'i. Like, maybe this is something for me. And then I found Penn Badgley's podcast, Pod Crushed, and they're all 3 Baha'is. And I was like, this seems really cool. Like, the way
they met in a group gathering. Like, how did these 2 random ass ladies get Penn Badgley on their podcast?
But it's just like, I was like, this sounds really interesting. And I had like looked a little bit more into it. And then in our class, we were talking about being gay and like,
what?
We were talking.
You're gay?
Actually, I'm bisexual.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so we were talking about like, okay, where like trauma and being queer in religion. And I was like, I wonder what Baha'i says about this, because they seem to be very accepting and like very progressive. And I made it to Reddit, and they're not. Everything that I found said that like you can be gay, you can marry a woman if you want, if you're a woman, but that marriage isn't going to count in Baha'i.
Yeah.
It can be a civil marriage, but it's not going to be a Baha'i marriage. And there was like a screenshot or something, and it was somebody reaching out to like the Baha'i administrative council or whatever, saying
the order.
Just like, I just imagine people in cloaks.
I don't know if they're called the order. What I was trying to say was the organization as a reference to
But so they reached out and they were like, I really would like to practice your religion, but I am gay and would like to marry the person of my choice. And they're like, okay, well, you can either be a devout Baha'i and practice, or you can be gay, and that's a choice you're going to have to make.
Yeah.
And I was like, boo!
So this section, I am calling Icky Baha'i. Once again, like, literally, no offense. No hatred towards Baha'i.
This is just things
This is a list of reasons that I am not going to... So, reasons why I will not be becoming Baha'i.
We still respect you if you are Baha'i.
Honestly, you slay.
Yes. Penn Badgley, Rainn Wilson, if you'd like to be on the podcast, we would love to talk to you about this and get your thoughts.
Yeah. Specifically about these things.
Yes.
And if you don't want to be on the podcast but still want to just make your opinions known, email us.
But also...
Call us. We'll Zoom.
My thing is, they have no clergy. Like, you were just Baha'i. So is it kind of up to, like, you?
I'll get into my opinions on that.
Slay.
So number 1, biggest issue for me. Not even biggest issue. Just the first issue I wrote down. Family is the foundation of civilization. And not like parents' family. Like marriage family.
Okay.
Having children family.
Yeah.
Huh? What if I want to be alone?
No.
I have no purpose in life. Next one. Marriage is only between a man and a woman. Here's a real question that I couldn't find any answers on. What if it's a trans man and a trans woman? Baha'i doesn't know what's in your pants.
Yeah.
Does Baha'i believe that someone who is fully medically transitioned is the gender that they have chosen to be? Because they believe in science.
I just think it's so odd that they're so progressive in so many things, but are like,
no gays!
No gays. And one thing I saw, I was like, well, at the time of Baha'u'llah, there weren't, like, this was
there
not
were no
okay.
gay people. Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton. By icon.
Lawrence.
I was like, do I need to...
Ben Franklin gives gay. I'm leaving it at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sex only within marriage. Only within the Baha'i marriage. You just said you reject Puritanism. Very cultural. What?
And also within that, during that year of patience.
No sex.
No sex because you're technically outside of marriage, but not fully.
So you're divorced in the Baha'i faith, but then not legally, and they don't need to legally get divorced for a year.
Say we're married.
Really?
One of us is a man, because we would have to be married.
Can I be the man?
Yeah. So you're a man, we're married.
Yes.
And we've had sex because we're married. It's okay. The moment we're like, we're done, we could be 364 days into our year of patience. We have sex, sin because it's outside of marriage. Even if that 365th day, we're like, you know what? Let's stay married. That sex was still outside of marriage and is a sin.
So how to, there's no clergy, then how's there accountability?
My thing is, okay, I was like, no clergy, but we have this
universal house of...
Yeah. I'm just confused by the setup a little bit.
It feels very book club. If I'm having to teach myself all about a religion and all I can gain from it is what's in the books, then how am I supposed to further my growth?
Yeah. Who do you look, if you find out about Baha'i and you want to become Baha'i, do you just hopefully find somebody else that is Baha'i that can teach you, or do you just YOLO it? There could be thousands of different practices in Baha'i simply because nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And it's not consistent.
Which in a way is okay, if it's an adaptable religion.
Yeah.
But why isn't it not adaptable to gay people?
Exactly. Okay. Gays. Issues with moral understanding. I hate that. I hate the phrasing moral understanding. I hate it when people are fired for moral failings. We'll get to that in an episode next year. Like, it's not a moral issue.
Yeah.
Creation is always happening. Okay, there are gay people now. They didn't exist during the
That's
time
a
of
good point. That is a good
law.
point.
Creation is always happening. You literally say that. God has decided to spice it up a little bit and add people that like the same gender.
Yeah, things are always...
He got bored.
Things are always being revealed, so why isn't this something that is being revealed? Maybe
it doesn't benefit
we
them.
just, like, start our own sect of Baha'i.
Maybe we decide that we are the next Baha'i prophets. Okay, next thing. You cannot have alcohol or drugs or gamble. Do Baha'i not know how to have fun? Do you not know how to have fun? You're a child. Like, and I get the purpose behind it. I am just morally against prohibiting things.
Also, with that, okay, all religions are one religion.
Yeah.
What about, like, certain religions that do allow it?
Like Catholicism, you drink wine when you take communion.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking about, like, indigenous religions that use substances in religious practices.
That wasn't one of the 9 religions.
True.
They don't count.
But, like, with that...
They're not a legit religion.
So,
that's
okay,
a joke.
we can stick with Catholicism.
Yeah.
Does Baha'i trump that, then? Like, the rules of Baha'i in this view set, even though Catholicism is technically part of this one religion, do these rules, like, overpower it?
I think...
Like a hierarchy kind of moment?
I think so. And that's what's icky with me. Because then that's not religious equality.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you're saying someone who was once Catholic discovers Baha'i, decides to convert to Baha'i, no longer gets to practice that Catholic tradition.
Is there a reasoning?
No. I just Googled rules of Baha'i.
It's like,
no irreversible birth control at any point in time in your life. What about the joining of religion and science, huh?
mm-hmm.
What if science says it is medically necessary for me to get a hysterectomy or I will die? What then? Like, the thing is for me with rules like this that prohibit things, there's no room for nuance.
That also would then, like, you could argue that that would prohibit people transitioning.
Yeah.
Because then, like, depending on how you transition, that could cause you to be, like, medically infertile. So then are they like, you are, like, irreversible birth control by transitioning? Like, there's just so many questions about it.
And I get, like, this is a religion from the 1880s or whatever.
Yes.
A lot of religions that started around that time have updated their practices. Like, the United Methodist Church, we update our rule of book of discipline. It can happen any general conference, right? It feels like there's no updating.
I wonder, though, if it is being updated and we just can't find it because it's certain people that are updating it. It's not the whole religion.
Because there's no clergy.
Yeah. People are adapting it to their own way. So if you were to ask, say we do ask Penn Badgley, what do you think about these things? His answers could differ entirely from Rainn Wilson's. Could differ entirely from somebody else that we talked to.
Yeah. Up next, abortion is iffy.
What do you mean by that?
They allow it if it's, like, completely medically necessary, but you can't just get an abortion to get an abortion. And, like, am I ever going to get an abortion? No. But also, like, get an abortion if you want to get an abortion. Think about it. Like, be informed about the decision you're making.
Can't believe I'm even saying this. Like, this is such, like, bare minimum, but at least they're allowing it if it's medically necessary. But that's, like, bare minimum.
But that's, like, the Jews do that.
Yeah.
Even Orthodox Jews do that. They have so many rules. Up next, you cannot have an IUD because it's an abortive. Science and religion? That was disproven years ago.
Okay, you would then be able to argue that all birth control is not okay. Because if we go back to the Duggars, Michelle said she was on birth control and that's why she had a miscarriage.
Stay tuned to next August. I texted her and she goes, I love that.
Slay.
Yeah. Mind you, all of these rules are from an updated website that I found. Like, this is from Baha'i's website, not from the book from the 80s.
Okay.
They don't allow you to have a surrogate.
Reasoning? Just,
you can't have a surrogate. For your child to be yours, it has to be from you.
Even if it's like your egg or sperm?
Yeah. You have to carry a baby. But I couldn't find anything on adoption.
Are they against, like, IVF?
This is bold of you to ask me a question. Last thing, okay, I have a couple more things.
Yes.
No clergy. I'm just really confused by this.
I do want to know more about that.
Yeah. I think we reach out to Penn Badgley on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm gonna say it right here. I think they're hypocrites.
Slay.
Because they say inherent equality between genders. They do not allow women to participate in the Universal House of Justice, which is like their governing board that makes decisions. Huh?
That feels a little unequal.
A little unequal.
A tad bit. Not equal.
Not fun.
What if I wanted to convert and be on their little board?
You gotta become trans first.
But
that's not a funny joke.
And then they will still be like, no.
I couldn't find anything specifically saying that they do not allow trans people to participate.
I think it'd be very interesting if they were okay with people being trans but not gay.
Yeah. Like, I think the thing is they probably address trans people and just say that they're, like, cross-dressing. It's probably. My last point. My biggest number one reason as to why I cannot convert.
Your biggest ick.
My biggest ick.
The thing that is yucking your yum.
Oh, that is not fun. That may have just ruined my day. Okay.
We'll cut it out.
Facing forward. My number one ick. There are a lot of Methodists. I was looking at blogs and found 5 blogs that are from Methodist converts. Like, they've converted into Baha'i.
Addison wants to be different. And so since so many Methodists have already done it, she can't do it. Because then you're not unique. You're just another Methodist becoming a Baha'i.
No, but it's so strange. Because, like, the thing is we're both very structured. But, like, there's things about the reasoning they converted. A lot of it happened around when the arguments of gay people were happening in the United Methodist Church. I'm like, so you converted from one religion to a different religion that both don't like gay people. Huh? Yeah.
Addison's supposed to be quirky. And she can't be quirky if she said that she used to be a United Methodist.
You see, I don't need being a United Methodist or Baha'i to be quirky. I have a 15-generation family tree from The Sims 4. So I'm just gonna put myself on blast like that. Anyways.
I'm gonna get a shower. Anyways, thanks for listening.
I hope you're having a better day than she's having. Just remember, stay silly.
Silly Religion is devoted to providing a fun, educational, and brave space. We are not experts on the subject, nor are we claiming to be. If something we said during this episode was offensive, incorrect, or just wasn't the vibe, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. If you loved the episode, want to work with us, or just say hey, we would also love to hear from you. You can email us at sillyreligionpod@gmail.com. You can also leave a review and feedback on the podcasting platform of your choice.
Silly Religion is written and produced by Addison McCarty and Mackenzie Slump. Editing and graphics are done by Addison McCarty. Closed captioning is provided by Mackenzie Slump. Vibes are provided by The Adderall Shortage. Music is by ScottHolmesMusic.com.